I'm here at Meguiar's today with my 1982 Toyota truck, aka Smurfie. I bought this truck over a year ago and it supposedly needed a new engine, so I picked it up for $1,000. Turns out it was just a clogged carburetor, and once I figured that out, it's been running ever since. Now this is not a show car, this is my project car, so you know, it's a slow progress. I do the best I can with the resources that I have. I've done a few things, like I've upholstered the seat in the interior myself with a sewing machine, and I also tufted my own floor mats that say Toyota. Not perfect, my first time tufting, but you know, this car is super cool. It's a four-wheel drive, so I have taken it off-roading once, and that is the goal with this truck, is to keep taking it off-roading and to learn more about a 22R. And I hope to keep learning with this truck. I'm really excited to be here at Meguiar's today because this is a 40-year-old paint job, so it is pretty dull. It's not the best, and I'm excited to see what Meguiar's products can do for my truck today.
Foam cannon again is fun. As you're aware of the car, be mindful of the areas you need to be mindful of. Have fun.
Ah, I'm so excited. Okay, cool.
Paint with my brush on the car, huh? Like a beautiful, beautiful artwork. Well, this is called detailing. It's not, I'm just gonna go slap some stuff around on my car.
I don't think I've ever cleaned that part of the vehicle. At least not like this.
Iron remover spray clay goes in and dissolves all those iron particles. Then you come back and you can place safely all the other products. So paint on like that begins to turn purple, which it looks like it is a little bit. We'll mitt that. We'll do it to the whole vehicle. We'll mitt it. Yeah. We'll rinse it, and then we'll go on to the next phase.
So if the purple was not showing up, then we would skip this step.
That's correct.
I really appreciate you guys taking on the challenge of this car. This car, the paint is in rough shape. It's a 40-year-old car, you know, it's a work in progress. And I appreciate that you guys see the potential in her the same way that I've always seen the potential in her. And I do believe she's gonna look 100% better than she did when she came in. Because as you know, I've used Meguiar's products for a long time. So to be working with Meguiar's, to be right here, this moment is like a dream come true for me. This is the first time this car is getting a proper cleaning, this truck.
Wow.
Since I bought it, I've probably washed it once or twice.
Okay.
But it's more of like, ooh, let me just get a little bit of like the mud and the dirt off. The fact that it's now getting the proper, you know, wash and clean that it deserves, it's really exciting.
Like you said, it's fun to take on a project where the objective is not perfection. The objective is better. And we will certainly do that. Let's get it over to our detail bay and see what we can do.
Stephanie, we washed Smurfie. We iron decontaminated Smurfie, but Smurfie still feels pretty gosh darn rough. Paint should not be noisy. Some of this too is oxidation of the paint that's actually starting to kind of die off, the upper reaches of it. So generally what we would do here is use a clay bar to remove these above surface contaminants before we start machine polishing. If you've never clayed before, this is how easy this is to do. You take some quick detail spray, you just get an area of the paint nice and wet, and then you just start rubbing that clay bar on there, and you can see how in very little time we picked up all of that. And then we just come back, we dry this off.
Look at that. Now wipe. Oh, now we feel. Still needs a little bit here.
So it's the prep, it's this washing and the iron decon and the claying that we've done, and then a compound potentially, and a polish to follow that potentially. That's what gives you the extreme majority of the gloss on any paint, whether it's 40 years old or brand spanking new. Whether it's got clear coat or it's a single stage like this, doesn't matter. There's a couple of ways to go about doing this as I just mentioned. We can do a multi-step, which is to use a compound and then follow that with a polish. And then as a final third step, you put your protectant, your wax on it. Now this works great. There's another type of product that kind of combines all of this into one bottle, and that would be essentially a cleaner wax, or in this case, our new M300 Solo all-in-one. This will cut almost like a compound depending on what pad you use. It's got great polishing ability to it, which is really where a lot of that gloss comes from. And then it makes use of an SiO2 ceramic-based protectant, so you're getting really good durability, that fantastic water beading that we like from ceramic coatings that makes the car that much easier to wash and dry. But in one go, you can get pretty remarkable results. And it kind of depends on the paint, because all paints are different. It also depends on how bad is the vehicle to begin with and how good you want it to be when you're done. So we're not getting this vehicle ready for Pebble Beach or for a high-end car show or something like that. We don't want to spend a crazy amount of time doing it, but we can use a pretty crazy good product to get us shockingly far up that gloss curve. And it's pretty straightforward and easy. We don't know how this paint's going to respond, so we're going to look at a few different pads. We're going to do a couple of test spots and see what the paint likes, because the paint really dictates this. It's not up to me, it's not up to you. The paint will tell us what it likes. And we're going to start kind of middle ground here. So I'm going to do the foam cutting disc, put that firmly onto the tool, and then this feels brand new. I wouldn't be surprised if the safety seal is still on this. Oh, look at that, pretty good, huh? Let's give it a good shake, because you never know how long something's been sitting and it could separate out a little bit. And then we just want to put some of this in the outer perimeter of the pad, and let's see what happens when we play with this a little bit on the paint here. Gonna go with kind of a middle speed setting, 3.5 or so. We don't need to go crazy aggressive to start. We can always get more aggressive if we need to. The idea is to use the least aggressive process to get the job done. This paint's old, we don't know how thick or thin it is, so let's not get crazy aggressive to start. Give this a little wipe off. Turn the camera around, you gotta see the look on your face.
Wow, that looks so good.
That was like...
And that was like 20 seconds of
yeah, that was like no effort. We could take a look and see if the microfiber does anything better. Now, the microfiber pads are a little bit different. We need to prime this fully. It's one of the reasons I like wearing gloves when I do this. I want to work this in here. Because you have all these microfiber strands on here that grab onto this product, right? Microfiber is really good at holding on to stuff, which means we carry a lot more of the abrasives to the paint than we could. It's crazy. I almost like the
Yeah,
the
I
burgundy
like
foam
this
better.
one more.
Yeah.
It's you almost can't tell if you don't stare at it too long. But yeah, this one's a little.
Yeah.
It still did a good. Like if we would have done this one first, I'd probably be like, wow, that's great. But compared to this one, I'm like, wow.
And while technically this disc should be more aggressive, sometimes it's not strictly about how aggressive something is. It's how everything interacts with the paint. And that's why you do a test spot, to find out what the paint likes. Because like I said, it doesn't matter what I like, it doesn't matter what you like, it doesn't matter what our cameraman likes, it's what the paint wants, because that's what we're working on. So sometimes you get things that surprise you and they don't behave quite the way you thought they might. All right, you ready to give this a shot yourself?
Yes.
Now, this pad is pretty well primed up already, so for subsequent sections, all you need to do is add 3 little drops of product on it and have at it. 300 burgundy foam. And don't tense up, just relax. The tool's not going to try to run away from you. You always see people with a death grip on these things and then they wear themselves out. Now, you've gone back and forth, go up and down, overlapping as well. So go in a couple of different directions like that. And you want to make sure that pad keeps rotating. So as this panel rolls down, kind of, there you go. There you go. Slow down those movements. You're starting to pick up speed. Keep your movements nice and slow.
I knew it would be good, but that's I don't know, that's crazy.
We like making people smile, and it's just, yeah.
This literally this has no clear whatsoever. It's dull.
It's a
There's
single
nothing.
stage
I
paint,
would
yeah.
think that the sun ate it up, and then you see this and you're like, wait, where did that come from?
We pulled all that dead oxidized paint off the surface and revealed some of the true color underneath. That's what a Smurf's supposed to look like.
And the effort was so minimal. It
Yeah,
was
I know, right?
It's just, you know.
And you go from that to that in that short a period of time?
And also, if I maintain it, then I won't have to do this, hopefully,
Oh,
for...
look at that. You want to maintain your vehicle. Take care of it like it deserves
Now
to be
I
taken
do.
care of.
Tires, a couple different ways to go, all a matter of preference. We have products that will do like a clean, kind of natural shine, more like an original look, or we can go all out and do super high shine.
I think all out.
All out high shine? Let's do it.
100%.
Please tell me what you thought of the experience bringing your car out here for us.
You know, like I told you earlier, I knew that Meguiar's products were amazing. Like I've been using them for years before we even partnered together. And it's just, I knew it would be good, but I didn't think the transformation would be this good. This thing looked so far gone. I even mentioned it to you that I was kind of hesitant of bringing it over here, but it looks incredible. I think it looks really, really good. And
No, it's a pleasure to have you out here. It's very fun to work on single stage paint, to get something that's oxidized and feels very far away from being a good finish, to be able to bring it back here, and then all the little touches, make the tires pop, clean up the inside a little bit, and get you on the way with a really shiny car.
thank you to everyone at Meguiar's for everyone's time. It looks incredible. I was excited before, but now I'm like even more excited, and I'm going to do my best to like upkeep it and actually wash it now because it just looks so good. She finally looks like what I believe like she deserves to look like. You know, she's a classic beauty. I think she's the most beautiful truck in my eyes, and now like it looks like it for me.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you again for the opportunity. This was awesome. We've had a blast. Yep.
Everything we did today is something that a normal person like me can do at home. I think when you look at the car as a big picture, it's a kind of overwhelming. But then as we were here and we were doing a little bit at a time, I was like, wait, this is kind of easy. And now I'm looking forward to going home and doing my other cars.
For sure, yeah. Just a bunch of little bite-sized projects.
As long as I clean it and maintain it, then it should last me for at least a couple of years.
Get a foam cannon, just foam it up, have some fun.
Well, I think it's time for me to go off-roading now and get it dirty again.
Get it all dirty, yeah.
Thank you so much
We'll
to
do it again.
Meguiars. Thank you guys for watching and for believing in this car.
Absolutely.
And see you soon.
All right.